how to increase your contact rate with leads, man. I've got some data, some analytics. This is my follow-up system when it comes to leads. I have a 12-point follow-up system. I also would say that this is a little bit light, but most people do not reach out to their leads fast enough or enough. Because of our Kaboom leads, we're getting testimonials like freaking crazy. You can go to kaboomleads.com and check them out. We had an agent recently that was like, hey, dude, I didn't really love your term leads. I'm like, okay, well, what was your follow-up like? What'd you do? He's like, well, I just let my CRM text them and I didn't, I didn't get very many bookings. And I'm like, okay, um, how many times did you call them? He's like, oh, I didn't call them. And I'm like, what? You have to call your leads. Okay. That is like non-negotiable. Okay. Something you absolutely have to do. Freaking insane when you do not call your leads. Okay. Absolutely wacky. And so if you're new to the game and you're like, I don't understand that, I'm telling you, it is so freaking crucial. Okay. So crucial. And so day one, I always did 3 calls. And I also 3 calls, I don't count. I count a triple dial as like one, I count it as 3 dials, but I'm calling them like one time, right? 3 calls, 1 text, 1 email, 2 calls, 1 text, 1 email, day two, 1 call, 1 text, 1 email, day three. If you, I always left, I would left 1 voicemail a day. I'm not a big voicemail guy, even less of a voicemail guy than I used to be. If you're local, you can door knock unreached leads. 6 calls equals a 90% chance of contact. I'm going to show you that in a second. Also, calling at different times of the day can double your chances. I like hammering to get in front of leads because if I'm invest in leads, I have to get in front of them. The goal is to get in front of them. It's freaking crazy if you invest in leads and you do not call them quick enough, you don't call them enough, and you don't try. I guarantee you, I can work any of our Kaboom leads and make a profit and a return on every single order because I will freaking squeeze it till it's dry. I'm telling you. Okay. Also, calling at different times of day can double your chances. 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th contact, and you call from a different number if you haven't made contact. Okay. If you think about that, calling at different times of the day, like definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So stop calling the same time every single day, right? Also, 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th contact. The average human goes 0, 1, or 2 touches, period. And then we wonder why we don't do well. That's maybe because you don't understand sales. You're new to this. You're new to the industry. Someone's not teaching you. They're not, your mentor sucks. I don't know. Okay. But like I'm telling you, this stuff works. Also, calling from a different number. If you haven't made contact, can't help. I used to call from freaking my phone, my wife's phone, the college phone, the office phone, like any freaking phone I could get my hands on. Okay. That's a follow-up system. Let me touch on all the new things that we are doing to help you get in front of leads. And these things I'm going to talk about are actually increasing contact rate. I'm not just saying they are, like they are actually helping you increase contact rate. Okay. We have a bunch of different types of leads. We even just added ACA. Final expense, term, and IUL are still probably our best 3, even though our T65 Medicare has been really good too. These are things that we've done that we believe are making a difference in contact rate. These are important because you need to know these things. Okay. First, TCPA compliance. Don't try to hide stuff. Don't try to skate the laws. Be extremely focused on following rules. Okay. So TCPA compliance, we add TCPA compliant language and include the agent's name in the verbiage. Okay. Very important. Okay. Second, FCC one-to-one. Also too, with FCC compliance, dude, guys, I went through a 6-figure TCPA lawsuit. They wanted 7 figures. I'm like, you guys are freaking nuts. Unfortunately, I settled for low 6 figures. And that person actually opted in for information, but we learned a ton. There's a bunch of vendors that you guys are looking at that charge, they're flashy and they charge a bunch for leads. And I can show you, I could literally go in to the behind the scenes of ads and actually show you a bunch of vendors that are uncompliant and that are not using TCPA compliance. Be very, very careful who you work with marketing standpoint, who you give your money to, because it may come back to bite you. You may save $3, but you may lose 6 figures. Okay. I'm just telling you, big freaking deal. This is really important. FCC one-to-one consent, very important. What this means is we're expecting the law to go active in next January. Right now, agents can generate leads and marketing companies, vendors can generate leads and give them to whoever. They're going to make it to where the FCC, there's have to be one-to-one consent where one lead goes to one consumer goes to one agent. and they get followed up with by one person. So the way we do it, which is different, most marketing companies have one funnel, they generate the leads, and then they send that lead to different people. So what we are doing is we actually build a new campaign. It's more work and it's less profitable for me. It's not efficient. However, it is safe, and I know I can get away with it in the future. We build a brand new ad campaign for every single agent so that it's entirely customized to just you. Okay, just you. And so the FCC one-to-one consent. Next is the national producer number. You can include your national producer number at the end of the funnel, and we will let them know what your national producer number is to build trust. We will include it in a text to the prospect, and we will include it in an email 3 times, because the whole goal of working leads is to build trust. These things are so valuable and so important. Most people are not doing these things. When you buy leads, like you can literally go here. I'm just gonna give you a quick example. You can literally go here and you can put, yes, I'd like to share my national producer number, and you can put it right there, right? You can also say, I want to send a picture, and you can literally upload a picture while you are buying leads. Incredible. Okay, so we went over national producer number. Next is 2 phone numbers. We require 2 phone numbers with every single lead, a secondary number and a main contact number. We put preferred contact number. If we can't reach you, we can't help you, because we need you to get in touch with people. So we get 2 phone numbers, and we make sure that we know what their preferred contact number is. I don't know anybody doing this. Very important. We text the prospect as well. Okay, we text the prospective lead immediately to let them know that you will be contacting them soon, and we mention your name 2 more times. And we say, hey, Betty, your term life insurance request has been received by Jason Cobb. Jason will reach out to you in the next 24 to 48 hours. Skip the line, call Jason now, and then we put in a clickable phone number in the text as well. Also, you can upload your picture into the lead funnel process so that we can show it. You can show your picture, and it increases trust. So the agent picture along with national producer number, those are very unique things to do. Also, we're mentioning the agent's name 8 times throughout the funnel, 6 times on the thank you page of the funnel, and 2 times in the text throughout the funnel, a total of 8 times. With final expense leads, we're getting 10 to 20% of the leads are calling agents directly. We had a big agency. They put in an order for a boot camp. They did 500 leads. They had over 50 inbound calls straight to their office. So you get to choose, again, when you're placing an order, you get to choose if you want calls. Do you want the option for your leads to call you directly? Yes. Okay, great. What's your phone number? Okay. Again, very, very, very important. That's the inbound call portion. Also, we're getting 13 to 14 fields. This is really important, because I'm telling you, it makes a difference. A lot of vendors get 4, 5, 6, 7 fields. We are getting 13 to 14. Let me show you with our IUL leads. Only $39 a piece, which is a freaking steal. People keep telling me they're too cheap. If you want to look at IUL, here's what we do. We get, how soon are you planning to retire? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, or I'm already retired. What would be a comfortable monthly contribution towards your retirement? Select budget amount. What is your primary financial goal? 0 risk, guaranteed interest rates, tax-free income, no tax liability. Now, that's already 3 questions they've given information on. Favorite hobby. We want you to know who we are. Who's your reminder word you won't forget. What's the best number to reach you? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total pieces of information. Freaking ridiculous. Most people are not giving you this much data. They're just not. So 13, 14 data fields, that's really important. Also, we text you immediately, because speed to lead is crazy important. As soon as a lead comes through, boom, it's dinging your cell phone immediately. Also, inbound click to call. We encourage the client prospect to call you immediately after they become a lead. This is post lead. The call-ins are just a bonus. You're not paying for call-ins. You're paying for leads. We give you leads, but then we try to get them to call in as an extra bonus. And then we also include a phone number button for them to call you in the text message as well. Transparent ad copy, so that we are direct, honest, transparent. It helps you increase conversion rates when you don't try to like say that stuff is free or it's paid for by the state, or you try to like trick people. Tricking people doesn't work in 2024. People are too smart. They're too savvy, right? They're too savvy. It just doesn't work. We email the prospect, and this is where we literally send them an email with your picture, your national producer number, your inbound call number, and your name, like all of it included. We also do CRM integration. This is where you can provide a GHL API key and we can integrate them directly in your CRM for free. So these are all the unique things that we are doing, and we call this the CABOOM difference. We have a ton of different leads. You can go to kaboomleads.com to check out more information. Again, this was all about increasing contact rate. And so I'm trying to find and share unique ways of what we've seen. The biggest thing to increase contact rate of everything is to call them within a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Incredibly helpful.